What happens in the business world when longtime loyal partners suddenly turn away and team up with your toughest rival? Right now, Boeing can't be feeling very comfortable as it watches some of its closest customers, giants like Emirates, Qantas, and KLM, slowly step back and form new alliances with Airbus. So what exactly went wrong? Why is this major shift happening? Let's take a closer look. Let's begin with Emirates, one of the biggest airlines in the world. It has always been known for its strong preference for Boeing jets, especially the Boeing 777, which has long served as the core of its fleet. For years, Emirates relied heavily on the 777 for long-haul flights, yet it has steadily begun leaning toward Airbus. So how did this shift begin? Back in 2007, Emirates signed a major deal for 70 Airbus A350s, including 50 A350-900s and 20 A350-1000s, valued at about $16 billion. At that time, Airbus positioned the A350 family as a direct rival to the Boeing 777, a key aircraft for many long-haul carriers, including Emirates. Still, even after committing to Airbus, Emirates kept expanding its Boeing fleet and continued trusting the U.S. manufacturer. The 777 offered more seats, longer range, and stronger flexibility for long-distance routes. That loyalty became even clearer in 2013, when at the Dubai Air Show, Emirates placed a massive order for 150 Boeing 777X jets, worth up to $76 billion. This included 115 777-9s and 35 777-8s, the latter offering even more range than the A350-900. This order matched the airline's long-term strategy: operate larger aircraft to maximize efficiency on medium and long-haul flights. Another major factor behind Emirates' preference for Boeing was the engines. The Airbus A350 uses Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines, while the Boeing 777X is powered by GE9X engines from General Electric. Emirates has a long-standing partnership with GE and is familiar with its engines, while Rolls-Royce still hadn't fully convinced Emirates about the long-term reliability of the Trent XWB. Plus, Boeing's new aircraft offered innovations like folding wingtips, improving fuel burn and saving airport space, a meaningful upgrade compared to earlier 777 models. Because of all this, just 1 year later in June 2014, Emirates made a stunning announcement. It was canceling its entire order of 70 Airbus A350s. The news shocked Airbus. Emirates was one of its biggest customers, and losing such a huge order hurt the early momentum of the A350 program. But things changed in 2019. Boeing repeatedly delayed the 777X program, and Emirates, which expected its first delivery in 2020, grew concerned about Boeing's slow progress. So at the 2019 Dubai Air Show, the airline returned to Airbus, signing a new deal for 50 A350-900s worth $16 billion. Ensuring its fleet renewal plans stayed on schedule. After returning to Airbus with this massive order, Emirates continued monitoring the aircraft's performance and Boeing's ongoing 777X issues. This led to another move in 2023. At that year's Dubai Air Show, Emirates ordered 15 more A350-900s, raising its total to 65. This signaled a deeper commitment to Airbus and a gradual reduction in its Boeing reliance for future long-haul expansion. Emirates has also shown interest in the A350-1000 as a possible future addition, but with one condition. Rolls-Royce must address the engine concerns Emirates raised earlier, especially regarding durability and maintenance costs on ultra-long haul routes. Given the airline's long relationship with GE, and its emphasis on engine reliability, Emirates may delay or reconsider the A350-1000 if Rolls-Royce cannot provide clear solutions. It's obvious that Emirates has significantly adjusted its fleet strategy. Boeing's delays with the 777X, combined with Airbus's better performance and faster delivery timelines, have forced the airline to rethink its options. Emirates hasn't abandoned Boeing completely, but Airbus is clearly gaining more influence in shaping the carrier's future long-haul plans. Now let's move to Qantas, Australia's national airline, another carrier that surprised the industry by shifting from Boeing to Airbus. For more than 60 years, Qantas worked closely with Boeing, operating Boeing aircraft since 1959. At one point, Qantas was even the only airline on Earth flying an all-Boeing 747 fleet, a symbol of its deep loyalty to the American manufacturer. Today, Qantas operates 125 aircraft, with 89 of them built by Boeing. But this balance is set to change. In 2021, Qantas announced that Airbus would become its primary supplier for replacing its domestic fleet. The airline committed to buying 20 Airbus A321XLRs and 20 A220-300s. It also secured options to purchase 94 additional narrow-body aircraft, pending board approval. These new jets will replace the Boeing 737s and 717s that have long served Qantas's domestic network. Then, in 2022, Qantas revealed another major order: 12 Airbus A350-1000s for its Project Sunrise, ultra-long-haul flights from Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane to cities like London, New York, Cape Town, and Frankfurt. During the evaluation, Boeing offered the 777X as its candidate, but Qantas rejected it, a decision that caught the entire industry's attention. For Boeing, this was more than losing an order. It was a symbolic loss from one of its most iconic clients. While Qantas will still receive Dreamliners, missing out on the domestic fleet renewal was a major setback. Aviation analysts quickly noted the potential ripple effects. If Qantas shifted, other airlines might rethink their own plans as well. The question then arose: why did Qantas choose Airbus? Former Qantas CEO Alan Joyce highlighted environmental benefits, saying the Airbus models would cut emissions and significantly reduce fuel costs. These aircraft also aligned with the airline's long-term sustainability goals and helped it secure aircraft ahead of rising global demand for next-generation narrow bodies. Next is KLM, the flag carrier of the Netherlands, another airline with deep historical ties to Boeing. KLM's relationship with Boeing dates back to 1967 when it ordered its first 747. For decades, Boeing dominated KLM's fleet. By the end of 2024, about 84% of its 115 aircraft would be Boeing, meaning 96 jets were from the U.S. manufacturer. But a major issue has emerged. Many of KLM's planes are aging and need replacing. For example, its 27 Boeing 737-700s have an average age of 18 years, making them among the oldest fleets worldwide. Operating these older jets increases maintenance costs and affects performance, especially as the airline commits to lowering emissions. Knowing it had to modernize, KLM evaluated its options. Most expected the airline to stick with Boeing, particularly the upgraded 737 MAX. This belief was strengthened by CEO Ben Smith's 2019 statement that KLM would continue using Boeing 777s and 787s for long-haul routes. But instead, KLM made a surprising choice: an agreement to buy 134 Airbus aircraft, A320s for short-haul routes, and A350s for long-haul flights. This unexpected pivot shows not only the appeal of Airbus's performance and operating costs, but also that Boeing's grip on KLM's future has weakened. The Airbus A320neo and A350 have been praised for fuel savings, flexibility, and lower operating expenses compared to Boeing alternatives, likely major factors in KLM's decision. Despite more than 50 years of loyalty to Boeing, KLM is now moving toward a future where Airbus plays a much bigger role. So what's the real reason behind these airlines changing direction? This shift from Boeing to Airbus reflects more than strategy. It highlights clear differences in performance, reliability, and delivery capabilities. Airbus consistently delivers strong results in the narrow-body category. The A320neo offers up to 15% fuel savings, slightly higher than the Boeing Max's 14%, lowering airline operating costs. The A321neo seats up to 244 passengers compared to only 204 on the MAX 10. And the A321XLR has a range of 8,700 kilometers, about 2,500 kilometers more than the MAX 10, giving airlines more route options without stopovers. The Airbus A220-300 has become the perfect successor to the Boeing 717, while the MAX 7 still hasn't received certification. In the wide-body segment, Airbus also leads. The A350 offers longer range, 15,000 to 16,600 kilometers, compared to the Boeing 787's 11,700 to 13,600 kilometers. This helps airlines operate long routes more efficiently. The A350 also features better fuel burn and higher capacity, boosting profitability. Meanwhile, Boeing continues battling quality control concerns, from the 737 MAX crashes to delays for the MAX 7, MAX 10, and 777X, which have shaken confidence. Another advantage for Airbus is faster delivery. 323 aircraft delivered in the first half of 2024, almost twice Boeing's 175. With global travel demand rising, Airbus is steadily pulling ahead in the race for commercial aviation dominance. So, is this a troubling sign for Boeing? What do you think Boeing should do to win back its customers? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and as always, safe travels.